Wait. Before you guys try to kill me, I understand how I'm dressed and I understand where we're at. Just give me 5 minutes and you won't call me a traitor or anything like that. Again.
You're a traitor.
Okay, so it wasn't 5 minutes. I tried. Either way, you guys already know who I am. I'm Leo, with the interest to the guys. And most importantly, I am with.
Houston Huddleston with the Hollywood Sci-Fi Museum.
So here's a fun fact. I was here last year, not as Leo, but as, let's enter that name later. But, they had the most amazing thing. They had the loader from Alien actually here. And I gotta admit, as a nerd, geek, whatever you want to call it, I geeked out. So, of course.
Geeked out. You're not the only one. We all geeked out over that thing.
So, the cool part is they're back. This time with the bridge. So, how did you end up with all this memorabilia?
Well, this specifically was from Movieland Wax Museum from the 1970s. And there's a picture. Someone can hand me that picture over there. That's from Movieland Wax Museum from 1970s. And it, right here, if you want to get that. This was, all those wax figures were rescued, not by me, but by these older guys in like 10 years ago. And then they bought all of these and they didn't do anything with them. And you see, it's all 7 characters, from the original series. And these 3 nerds, I have no clue who they are. But yeah, that looks just like George Takei, and there's Bones. The Bones is scary, and Spock's scary too because it looks so real. And Nichelle, I showed her figure not long ago, and she looked at it, she goes, I recognize those hands. But no, the person who rescued those 10 years ago didn't know what to do with them, so he donated them to our museum. So we get a lot of stuff like that. They get the tax write-off, and then we protect them and get to display them forever. And that's what happened with the Power Loader, which you saw last year from Aliens. And this is the set from Movieland Wax Museum. So it's not 100% authentic, accurate, because they made it for the museum so that these buttons are not real buttons. They're not plexiglass. Yeah, but they were laser drilled from behind and all this kind of stuff, so they could just wipe it off with dust and not have any. You can see all this. Because the real one has real buttons that you can touch. They look like little candy things, like this, similar to that. But for our needs, this is brilliant. This is absolutely perfect for our needs.
So, the thing is this. I'm a Picard guy, okay? Don't judge me. And yes, I know how I'm dressed. But still, this is history. This is amazing. The fact that, we have a recreation of the captain's chair. So, with that said, we talked earlier, talked about when you guys might be getting a type of physical home.
We are. We partnered with a mall that really wants us to expand in their mall. Because, malls now is not even what it was 5 years, certainly not 10 years ago. People want attractions. And so we were able to bring an attraction of a sci-fi museum with Hall of Cars, Hall of Robots, spaceships, the Bridge of the Enterprise, Star Wars props, all this stuff. And people will come to it. School kids, they'll bring busloads of kids to the museum. And it's just a fun time that they can also learn about space and science and NASA and the tie-in of what was once science fiction is now science fact. And also, we've got a horror museum that we're opening. And it's going to be separate from sci-fi, but it's going to be similar thing, props and figures and a walk through the history of horror and all that. So yeah, between those two, it's going to be like nerd heaven.
So, this is actually a fun fact, of course. I'm a nerd. I know, not really fun, but it's a fact. So, when you guys actually open, where are you guys actually planning? When?
Los Angeles. Well, it's going to be Los Angeles, and it's going to be the first to middle part of next year. We're going to do 2 different pop-ups, we call them. One's going to be for sci-fi, one's going to be for horror. And the sci-fi one, we're looking to go for Orville, which I think is pretty cool, and bring the cast and crew to Orville to sign and do photos. And then for horror, I'd really like to do Walking Dead. And Greg Nicotero is one of our board members, so that's totally possible. He's the producer and director of the show. Yeah.
That is absolutely phenomenal.
We're lucky. We're lucky. You're very lucky.
So the fact is this, if they want to, figure out or let alone how to actually, go to these museum locations, because I'm going to be honest, I know on behalf of myself and the other interested you guys, can I get a nod? I know you guys can't see it, but they all nodded. But we can't wait to go to, these museums and at least, get like some hands-on seeing how everything goes.
Oh, I can't wait to go. You're not the only one. No, the best thing to do is go to our website, which is hollywoodsci-fi.org, O-R-G, and hollywoodhorror.org. And if you get on those websites, sign up on the email list, we'll let you know exactly when and where and what's going to be there and what events we're doing. Like we did that for the Nichelle thing. We told everybody that Nichelle was going to be here. Nichelle Nichols, the original Uhura, living legend.
I would pan over there, but for legal reasons, we probably shouldn't. Just saying, she's probably a really nice person, but yeah, for legal purposes, we are not going to actually physically show the legend, but yes.
Right over there.
She's physically right there, but again, not going to do that. So with that said, seriously, sign up to this website. You will not be sorry. And I promise you, we will be at hopefully both. Because I love The Walking Dead, and Orville seems like a great show that's going to happen. Because I'm going to be honest, it's basically comedy meets Star Trek. So with that said, sign up, go, and most importantly, donate. I'm Leo.
We're nonprofit museum too, so it's all nonprofit, 501c3. None of the famous people involved with our museum are doing this for money. It's all love. It's all wanting to, a living legend and their legacy. That's why she's there. That's why Patrick Stewart's helped us. Bill Shatner's helped us. They've all helped us because they know that this is their legacy. Long after they're gone, there's still gonna be Star Trek and Star Wars and Firefly and Doctor Who and all the rest.
So I'm going to be honest with that said. I got to cut this short because I'm going to actually try to sit in that chair. So with that said, I'm Leo Stiles.
Houston Huddleston.
And see you soon.